Hello friends, welcome to my channel Keep Exploring. In today's topic, we are going to discuss about coordinate geometry. In this video, we will learn how to plot a point on a Cartesian plane. So this has been taken from class 9 NCERT book. So let's start. So let's know about Cartesian plane and how it is formed. So a Cartesian plane generally is formed using two axes, that is x and y, which are perpendicular to each other. And whenever a Cartesian plane is formed, we can see here the axes divide the plane into four quadrants. So quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4 in an anti-clockwise direction, as you can see here. Hence if you plot it on a graph paper, so it will take the graph paper as a plane. So then this is the positive x and negative x. You can see here x is the positive direction, x dash is the negative direction, and similarly positive y and negative y we have. So this forms a Cartesian plane where we get two axes, you can see here x axis and y axis perpendicular to each other. Hence in this plane we have four quadrants. So whatever points are there, they are positioned inside these four quadrants. So let's know more about this Cartesian plane. So you can see here we have 4 points A, B, C and D on the Cartesian plane. So here, so we have to understand the sign convention here, as we have both positive and negative directions. So let's see how we get it. So as you can see here, this is the first quadrant. So in this quadrant, both are positive. As you can see here, the positive x and y is also positive. So the coordinates of the points are both positive. Similarly, now let's move on to the second quadrant. In second quadrant, what we have a negative x-axis and positive y-axis. So this area has negative x and positive y. So the coordinates are negative and positive. Moving on to the third quadrant, we can see here in the third quadrant the x-axis is negative and the y is also negative. Hence the points are both negative. And the last one, fourth quadrant, we can see x is positive and y is negative. Hence it is positive and negative. So sign convention is very much important when we plot the coordinates of a point. Now let's start and see more on the Cartesian system. So in Cartesian system, the coordinates of a point on the plane is in the form of a and b, that is a comma b, where a is the x coordinate and b is the y coordinate. So x coordinate is nothing but the perpendicular distance from y axis measured along the x axis, and the x coordinate is also called as the abscissa, and y is nothing but the y coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the x-axis measured along the y-axis. The y coordinate is also called as the ordinate. So x coordinate is called as abscissa and the y coordinate is called as ordinate. And moving on, the coordinates of the point on x, if there is a point on the x-axis, it will be in the form of a comma 0, and if it is on the y-axis, it will be in the form of 0 comma b. And finally, the coordinates of the origin, that is the reference point, is always 0 comma 0. Now let's see how to plot a point on the Cartesian plane. Here let us take these 2 points, point P and point Q, and let's plot these points on the coordinate plane or the Cartesian plane or the xy plane. So here, if you consider the point P 3 comma 5, so here already we have seen 3 is called as the x coordinate and 5 is called as the y coordinate. So 3 is the x coordinate and 5 is the y coordinate. So here we know what are x coordinate and y coordinates. The distance, so we can say the distance of this point from y axis along the positive x axis is 3 units. So distance of this point from the y axis along the positive x, as you can see here, these are 2 are positive. So the distance of this point from the y is 3 units, and distance of this point from the x-axis along the positive y-axis is 5 units. So you can see here, so here similarly Q point. So this one will be the distance of the point from the y-axis, and this is the distance of the point from the x-axis but in the negative direction of y, and this is the positive direction of x along the positive direction of x. So let's see how we can plot the points. So let's start with point P 3 comma 5. So here whenever we are going to plot a point, always we'll start from origin. So from origin we will take 3 units along the positive x-axis. As you can see here, the x-coordinate is 3. So in this positive x will go. So you can see here, as we move along the, you can see this, as we move along the x direction, positive x, we move 3 units. Now from this point of 3 units where we reach, from there we draw a perpendicular along the y-axis, and this is positive y-axis because our value is positive. We will draw 5 units along the positive direction of y. So what we have done, from 0 we have moved up to positive 3, and from 3 we again move towards positive y 5 units. So this is 3 units and this is 5 units. Hence we reach to our point P 3, 5. Similarly, now for Q point, so first we'll start from origin and move along the positive x. You can see here, this is positive x. So we'll move along the x-axis first 5 units. Then from that point, again we'll draw a perpendicular 4 units towards the negative y. So negative y is downwards. So towards the downwards, we'll draw a perpendicular and reach to our point Q. So that will be our point Q, which is 5, -4. So this is the logic. So let's see some more questions. So we have considered a question here from the NCERT textbook, exercise 3.3. So here it says, in which quadrant or on which axis do each of the points -2, 4, 3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 2 and -3, -5 lie? Verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. So let's start by naming the points first. So let us name it like A, B, C, D and E. So now we have to plot the points on the Cartesian plane. So for this, first you have to know the sign convention of this plane. So this one already have seen what is the sign convention in the quadrants. Now, so A is -2, 4. So negative, then a positive. So negative and positive comes here in the second quadrant, as you can see here. So here we can say the point A will lie in the second quadrant. Similarly, second one, 3, -1. So one positive, one negative. So positive and negative is in the fourth quadrant. So point B will be in the fourth quadrant. Next, -1, 0. So negative x, but there is no movement in the y direction. So it will lie on the negative x-axis. As you can see here, towards the negative x-axis it will move, but you can see here there is no movement along the y-axis. So because it is 0 units, so it is on the x-axis in the negative direction. Next, 1, 2, both are positive, that is the first quadrant, and the last one, -3, -5 is on the fourth quadrant. Now let's verify our answer and locate these points on the Cartesian plane. Now to start with, the point A, -2, 4. Same thing, first we'll start from the origin and draw a line. Means we'll move on along the negative x 2 units towards the negative x direction. So you can see here, this is a negative x. So 2 units along the negative x direction, that is x dash. Then from that point, from -2, again draw a perpendicular towards the positive y. Because we have a positive, we go towards the positive y. So 4 units, and where we reach, that is our required point A, -2, 4. So here it is verified that point A is in the first quadrant. Next, point B now. So B here it is 3, -1. So starting from the origin, we'll move 3 units towards the positive x. Then from that point, again -1, 1 units towards the negative y. And where we reach, that is the point B, 3, -1. So you see here, first we move 3 units towards the positive x, and from that unit, again from that point 1 unit towards the negative y, because we have positive x and negative y. Next, the point C. Now C says it is -1, 0. -1, so negative side. So negative side we can go here. So negative x. So 1 units towards the negative x. So we have reached to this point. Now from here we have to find the y coordinate, but the y coordinate is 0. That means there is no sign. There is no movement. So here neither towards positive y nor towards negative y, it will lie on the negative x-axis. So this point is C -1, 0. So there is no movement, there is no y coordinate, that means there is no movement towards the positive or the negative. Next one, D. Point D is 1, 2, same thing, positive x will move it towards the positive x, 1 unit towards the positive x and 2 units perpendicularly towards the positive y. As you can see here, both are positives, hence we reach at this point and call it as point D 1, 2. The last one, point E, -3, -5. So what is -3? Again we have to move from the origin towards -3 along the x-axis. You can see here -3 along the x-axis, that is the negative x-axis. So you can see here towards the negative direction we have moved 3 units and reached at -3. Then from there again 5 units we have to move along the y-axis but towards the negative direction. You can see this, towards the negative direction, and we reach at this point E -3, -5. Now consider another question from the exercise 3.3. We have to plot the points on the plane, that is the Cartesian plane. We have to choose suitable units of distance on the axis. So here we can see the points are x and y. So for this we will use the Cartesian plane and the sign convention. So first let us give the names to the coordinates. So A, B, C, D and E. So as you can see here, first we have to know on which quadrant they will lie. So point A is minus and positive, so negative and positive. So negative and positive is the second quadrant. So the point A will lie in the second quadrant. Similarly, point B also in the second quadrant, as we have negative and positive. Now point C, that is 0, -1.25. So that is 0, the x-coordinate is 0. So there is no movement along the x-axis. So there will be only movement along the y-axis, and that too towards the negative y. So it will lie on the negative y-axis. Next, point D is both positive on a first quadrant. And the last one, point 3, -1, positive and negative. So positive and negative is in the fourth quadrant. As you can see here, positive and negative is in the fourth quadrant. Now let's start plotting the points on the plane. So first one, A is -2, 8. So -2 will lie in the negative x-axis. So we'll start from -2. You can see here on the x-axis negative, so we'll move to -2. From there we'll draw a perpendicular towards the positive y-axis, 8 units. So here from the point -2 we have drawn a perpendicular towards the positive y, 8 units, and that point will be called as A -2, 8. Next, point B -1, 7. So -1 again towards the negative x-axis. So from the -1, as you can see here, towards the negative x-axis, 1 units. From there 7 units towards the positive y. Hence we get the point B -1, 7. Next, point C is 0, -1.25. So there is no movement in the x-axis. So from 0 itself we will move along the negative y. As the x-coordinate is 0, so there will be no movement neither right nor left. So there will be only movement downwards, as it is a negative. So from here we can see and get a point of 1 -1.25. Now 1.25, as we know, we have taken the units 1 cm. So 1 unit we have taken as 1 cm. So or 1 cm you can call it as 1 unit. So here we say that -1.25. So -1.25 will lie somewhere in between -1 and -1.5. We have to say this where it lies. So along this, in between -1 and -1.5 we have to get a point, that is -1.25. The next point is D 1, 3. So 1, 3 towards the positive x, 1 unit towards the positive x and 3 units towards the positive y, and we reach the point D 1, 3. And the last one, 3, -1. So 3 units towards the positive x-axis and -1, that is 1 unit towards the negative y-axis. So we get here the point E 3, -1. So here we say that first we move towards the x or y, that is positive x or negative x. After that perpendicularly we will move towards the positive y or negative y according to the coordinates the point has. Thank you and keep exploring.